Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we are still listening to Beriadar's tale. Well, Isildur's tale, but he's telling us about Beriadar once again. Well, bottom line, we're back in Mordor besieged in Adambel, and we're about to give Elendil a whetstone. So let's see how he receives this from us.
The tedium of the hours is a dangerous foe for an army at rest.
I would not need 3 guesses to know which one of my grandsons sent you to meet us, Warden. He has spent too long in idleness and forgotten the danger. The tedium of the hours is a dangerous foe for an army at rest, but a forgotten enemy long accepted is even more of a threat. I will take this whetstone, and thank you for it, but no it is. My blade, Narsil, needs sharpening but rarely, and I am not lax with its keeping. Let my grandson take these words to heart. A soldier needs sharpening just as a weapon does, and if one is neglected, neither can carry out its work. He should treat the business of war more seriously and leave the jesting for tavern keepers and stable boys. Find some soldiers with which to train as a reminder not to let down their guard. Afterwards, convey the words I spoke to my grandson as well as my displeasure. He has the blood of kings and should act as such. Elendil stares at you sternly. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I mean, both Isildur and Elendil have already reprimanded me for indulging on Beamakil's fancies, so I guess I should stop doing that. Hopefully we will stop doing that and be more serious with Beamakil and the other guys as well.
It is the command of the High King. Let us begin.
And without delay, have at you. I think that is enough, and I thank you. Are all these soldiers the same? Yeah, it seems so. Oh, somebody crafting here.
I am ready for you. Hold nothing back.
Or I will not either. You have been warned. Duly noted, thank you, but not needed. It appears I need to train harder if I am to best you.
My muscles ache already.
But if this is the High King's command, I will not cry off. Let us begin. Prepare yourself. Ouch, ouch! I give up. Okay, now we talk to Beamakil. He's not gonna like that. Well, who knows, maybe he will take it to jest once again. It seems everything is jest to him. Which would be great under any other circumstances. But right now, in the middle of the siege of Baradur, I don't know. Oh, Magoldir is back. And he's holding his sword. Have you also sharpened your sword? Did Beamakil talk you into this? Because your sword also looks to be of noble lineage. So maybe you don't need it.
It was only a bit of fun, my friend.
Do not let my grandfather's words sour your day. But look, did you not say you met this elf earlier among the corpses of our enemies and his? He has come now to Adambel on some errand and will be pleased to speak with you. Give him a whetstone. Oh, Beamakil, please stop. Magoldir nods at you pleasantly.
I will take a whetstone, and gladly. My own sword could use the sharpening.
Hello again. I will take one of these whetstones, and gladly, for my own sword could use the sharpening. Let it not be said that I took poor care of Orthadil, the rising star, for in return he might take poor care of me. Elf soldiers, like those of other races, must keep their weapons and their wits as sharp as they can. That has always been my experience, and I wonder if it has been yours. Yeah, it has been as well. What do we have here? Agility? Vitality. We will lose some vitality, but get some extra offensive stats, so I say let's go for it.
It is no accident that brought me hither.
It is no accident that brought me hither, friend. No, indeed. I came here seeking you, for I have been given an errand for which you might be well suited. These 2 eyes have the keen sight of my people, but the eyes of one such as you might pick up something I miss, and your skills turn aside the danger of whatever we find. I was sent to scout the southern reaches at the behest of Glorfindel, leader of the Glánnothrim, the Bright Company. They have devoted themselves to combating the evils of old that linger still in Middle-earth. Oh, do not mistake me. I do not belong to that steam group, but I tell you true. If an elf of the Bright Company asks you to do something, only a fool or a coward would refuse, and I deem myself neither. It is my belief that Glorfindel plans their next step, and the information I return to him could prove crucial. Will you aid me in this? Magoldir smiles and raises Orthadil in salute. It shall be a fine hunt, my friend. Let us patrol to the east of this encampment, skirting to the northern face of Amon Amarth, and slay whatever foes mischance to cross our path. There is a location I would have us scout, and once I am satisfied we have not missed anything, I will make my report to Glorfindel. Yeah, okay, we will be going shortly, but I still have some pending matters around here, so not yet. Have a look.
For the first time in many days, I heard the low rumble of pleasant talk.
There were tales of battles gone, happy memories of children, wives, and husbands waiting at home, loved ones all. Good memories were shared. Did you hear the same? We have lasted this long, friend. One day this siege will end, but if it is not to be today, we will not let the passage of another restless day drive us to madness, and give the light to those already spent. We will wait. One day we will win, and this waiting will be worth it. Yeah, I think you're very important for the morale of the camp, Havoc, so keep doing what you're doing. Most likely not a lot of people will see the value in it. Or maybe they will, but regardless, you just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job. Now, I don't remember where exactly was the bounty board. I want to grab the bounties that I saw around this place, and right now I'm not sure where they were, but I want to grab them before I go back. We will be going back to Arandor and Mok Shapat most likely, so okay, there we go. So yeah, I guess we will get some more things that we can do. The bounty notice reads, pay attention to this notice. Do not assume one of your brethren will hit it. Yes, I am writing this to you. The orcs' numbers are getting out of control in Arandor, and a group of their lieutenants has been rallying for an assault on our camp. Put an end to it, and you will be handsomely rewarded. Yes, you. The bounty notice reads, orcs and trolls are biting off, but now the orcs have become emboldened and run down my soldiers even in broad daylight. Their leaders have no fear of man, and by their example this new aggression spreads to the rest of the orcs in their pack. I'm asking for able-bodied fighters to hunt down and slay some of the stronger orcs. Let the pack know that man still rules in Mordor. The bounty notice reads, accustomed are we to the foul orcs and trolls that plague these lands, but the Gertheric are something else, great and terrible. 3 such creatures seem to share some form of kinship, and together they maintain control over a large swath of territory. Any who can slay these Gorthorok monstrosities will be rewarded. Alright, yeah, there we have our 3 bounties. We have orcs and wargs once again, and by pursuing this bounty we will most likely return to Mok Shapat, so maybe this bounty is supposed to be done at the same time as the other quests we did in Mok Shapat on the last episode. Maybe not. We'll see how many of these orcs we can find out in the open, and the orcs as well, but I am under the impression that these Gertheric triplets, at least one of them has to be in that camp, right? I might be wrong on that one, but it doesn't seem far-fetched to think so. Alright. Defeated foes of the Great Alliance. Ah, and that is for Magoldir too? Impart Dianat? Okay. This will count for the Black Book as well, that's fortunate. That way we don't lose sight of what we are currently doing. as we continue cleansing the land of evil. Oh, jeez. Yeah, thank you. Alright, we also need to burn these banners. And maybe some of these banners will also be found inside the camp. That seems likely as well, and if that's the case, then I guess we came here to this camp. Well, not for naught, but maybe we could have waited a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know. It seems we do need to come back here. Let's see. Yes, I didn't see you there. Yeah, there are some banners in here. So yeah, definitely come to Mog Shaphat when you have picked some of the quests in Adambel. Otherwise, just like we are doing right now, you would need to come twice, or maybe even more. I'm not ruling out a third visit to this place in the future. Who knows? There's another banner in here. And there are some trolls, but I don't see the girth that we're looking for. Maybe then they are not in here. But there are some Edhil artifacts around this place that we might be able to get. We still need to take care of these crafting tier. There we go. There we have one of those girthetics. So yeah, we were on the right track. Definitely come here after you have picked the quests from Arthur and the bounties from Adambel. Both. Guys, quite hard. And luck is not helping, as usual. Defeated Cahun. Thank you. You defeated Orc lieutenants and successfully thinned the ranks of the Orc soldiers. The man who posted the bounty must be pleased, but you do wonder how many potential bounty seekers his notice may have sent into danger. Or maybe glory? Don't be so pessimistic. Let's hope whoever saw this bounty was also able to get good results. We also need to plan the heraldry of the High King, so that's gonna be a good one. Elendil's banner. Of course I'm hanging this. Priest heraldry of the High King. Alright. This is the same heraldry Beriathan wears on his cape and, well, his armor as a Citadel guard of Minas Tirith. But you would have realized that some tents and some soldiers are wearing the livery of Elendil with the white tree blooming, flowering. So, well, that's also in the books too. As it is said that only, I think we're the Citadel guards, only the Citadel guards could wear the livery of Elendil, but only Aragorn, if I remember things correctly, only Aragorn was able to rise Elendil's standard with the flowers on the white tree. There's a difference there that it's important to keep in mind. Ah, this is another one of these guys. No, it's not. But we were close. Maybe the second and the third Glorfindel are in here. I still want, however, to finish exploring this place on one hand for these banners of the High King, but also, well, the banners of Sauron were burning, but as well the artifact chests. Very important too. It seems one of... Here we have the champion of Mok Shapad, which we also defeated on the last episode. We don't need to fight this guy again. But we need to come here for a banner. Yeah, definitely. Do all this when you have all the proper quests. Basically doing the entire thing twice. I wonder then, which other location am I missing for these banners? You are also a berserker. No, I'm not looking for you. Not interested in fighting you. You don't have a name, so you're not the one, you're not the guy I'm looking for. Yes, we need to explore the entire camp again, just to make sure we don't miss anything. Artifact chest, heraldry of Sauron, okay. Nothing in there. This banner we will burn. Oh, one shot and everything. That's great. Heraldry of the High King, of course. That was evident. You are the other... Yeah, Shumauk. Okay. You I am indeed looking for. So come here. Oh, is that for real? Yeah, I think I haven't equipped the new armor that I got, which came with some extra finesse. And it seems I could use the extra finesse right now. Defeated Shumauk. Ah, we have completed Battles of the Great Alliance. We have Battles of the Great Alliance Intermediate. Yeah, I thought this deed was too easy, and I now see the reason why is because there is an intermediate tier for this. So we got some extra sigils. Oh, enhancement runes level 121. We can definitely use that. We will at some point. Very soon. Now we have intermediate tier 150 of these guys. And well, the mail is just expired auctions, so I'm not gonna bother with that just now. But the enhancement runes I'm gonna take. And the task items as well. Stop it, please. Yeah, let me equip this. We cannot open this yet. We can leave it in here so we don't forget. Yeah, we will see an increase in our offensive stats even if our morale does drop a little. Significantly, but our physical mastery, our finesse especially, and our critical rating are receiving also a much needed boost. So I say it's worth it in the end. Now we only need 2 Uruk. Where is Uruk? Okay, to the east it seems. There are some more banners alongside the road. Wargs as well. Very funny, you were not here last episode when I was looking for you. And now you're basically everywhere. Okay. Uruk should be somewhere around here. Some more banners too. Only missing one more banner. Ah, is that Uruk? Maybe. You're the guy? No, you're not the guy. So maybe, yeah, this banner I already got too. Seems we need to come to this little hill over here. Heraldry of the High King, well, that too. And you must be, yeah. Been looking for you. Seriously? Great. You defeated the 3 Gertheric that wrought havoc throughout Arandor. The man who posted the bounty will be pleased. Now, still need a couple more banners on this side. And a couple more works as well. After that, I think we should be ready to go back. I still hope, however, that we will be able to hit level 121 on this episode. We have a pocket item we still can't equip. We have the enhancement runes that we got just recently from the deed. Ah, Baur Kazak. Ah, yeah. The hungry inhabitants of Baur Kazak allow no intrusion into their domain. Vile totems stand here and there on the hillside, their presence seeming to empower the works with an unnatural ferocity. You should destroy these totems. Yeah, do you mind? Within each crack and crevice of the hills at Baur Kazak works feast on disease-ridden piles of mangled flesh. You should burn this vile food if food it can be called. Yeah, we need to equip our new pocket item, the enhancement runes, switch into the new allies. And how fortunate it is that we found another enemy camp with its own set of quests. This will be great. I'm glad we didn't do this one before. You destroyed the heraldry of Sauron that flew above Arandor, and Prince Arthur will surely be pleased. Okay, yeah, that's done, but we still have a couple more things to do. This is looking good. This is looking good. Hopefully, yeah, we can level up today. Ah, the last place for the banners of the High King. For that, we will need to talk to Arthur. Okay. Ah, I forgot to grab the milestone in Adambel. I should have. Okay. Perfect. You have defeated packmasters and other works in Arandor, fulfilling the bounty and ensuring safe travels on the road. The one who posted it should be pleased, but inwardly you wonder if man will ever truly rule in Mordor as he desired. Yeah, that can be doubted, especially by a man of Gondor in the Second Age, during the Siege of Farador. But even someone like Beriathan can doubt man will ever rule in Mordor. I mean, Sauron might be gone, but the land's still teeming with evil. Many lifetimes must pass before Mordor becomes inevitable, if ever. So yeah, there's more than room for doubt. It's more than guaranteed at this point. At any point. Yeah, I really don't have any use for those branches, for the logs. So gonna skip them, and hope you don't mind. I hope if someone comes across that corpse doesn't mind also. I wondered, is there any rare chest deep into this camp? Last lore page maybe? Remember, we need to find almost 30 of those pages. And I don't see how unless there's a couple in every single allied and enemy camp. I'm sure by this point I have missed some, but I hope I'll have the time to gather the remaining pages before my time in Mordor Besieged ends. We'll see. We'll see. For the time being, I'm having a great time in here. A lot of fun. Couple more slop piles in here. Now, if there is to be a rare chest, it has to be up this slope, as it seems the camp comes to an end here, the lair of the words. Another corpse in here. Maybe something good. Yeah. Once again, blocks and gems. Not that useful for me. Hopefully someone else will. You destroyed many of the vile totems dotted in the hillside at the workdens of Baur Kazak, and it is to be hoped this will put an end to the unnatural ferocity the totems seem to bequeath to the creatures. Completed. Respected in the Great Alliance. Oh, wait. You burned many piles of the disgusting slop found among the workdens of Baur Kazak, depriving the creatures of many stomach-wrenching meals. To your disgust, you find that you can still smell the burning slop, and you hope only that the other will have faded by dinner time. Hopefully, right? So, we completed the first tier of reputation here in the Great Alliance, and how great it is that it begins already at respected, which is to be hoped. I mean, 7 years have passed in this siege. 7 years is more than enough time to go from neutral to kindred. And now we're going for, well, we already did respected, and we are now doing honored. Although it seems, well, this faction works a little bit different, but we'll get to find out exactly how as we progress to Mordor Besieged. 5 LOTRO points, sigils, and respected warrior of the Great Alliance. Alright, honored the Great Alliance. Here we have that deed that will eventually complete the title. You have reached respected status with the Great Alliance. Nothing too different. The usual stuff. Another Packmaster, of course. But it seems there's nothing else to be found in here. We're just gonna actually take the jump. Maybe see if we can avoid some of the works around this place. And also making sure we're not missing anything. Not right now, it seems. So, back to Adambel it is. The Grim Sauron. Don't go near to the Grim Sauron. Not yet. We'll need to be level 130 and relatively well geared to even have a chance of fighting the Grim Sauron on our own. Ideally, maybe a couple levels higher, and with Gundabat gear to make this all the more easier. So yes, once again, we will not be doing this for a long time. So, let us go back to Earthur. Alright, we're back in Adambel too, so this time I'll not forget the milestone. Yeah, we're gonna need this.
Look upon the battlefield. We shall soon be there.
I see the banners of the High King waving, even from afar. Perhaps the winds are changing and the siege will soon be over. Can you feel it too?
Look upon the battlefield. We shall soon be there.
The Great Alliance is not just a name, my friend. The Great Alliance is not just a name, my friend. It is a symbol of the friendship between men and elves, and as such, we must do whatever we can to maintain it. I have here a missive that must go to Celeborn of the elves at Echad-in-Edhil. Pick it up and bring it to him, for we must keep the lines of communication open or Sauron will have the victory. Echad-in-Edhil, great. The missive of tactical importance should be delivered to Echad-in-Edhil at once. Yeah, and I assume when we help Magoldir with his patrol, he will report to Glorfindel, and it's safe to assume Glorfindel is also found at Echad-in-Edhil. Is there an exit to the camp to the east? Yeah, thank you. Alright, so find a location and then go to Amon Amarth. There should be enough time today for that. So a pity, it seems we're about to move to Echad-in-Edhil and the milestone in Adambel is not going to do much for us. Installing defector. Ah. Yeah, those guys are not hostile. These guys are. You scared? Ugh. Thank you. Let us see if we can traverse this place without alerting all the enemies in this area. Now this, if I'm reading the signs correctly, which I think I am, this is also the location for another Nazgul. A little bit to the north, maybe. But there should be another Nazgul around here. Gondorian defender? Okay, they're attacking. Am I right? Am I wrong? That's what happens when you fight an Nazgul following indications at all times. I have no idea. If I'm in the right place or not. These wandering glooms are also a big pain. Back in the day especially, before the worsteds were slightly revamped as they were, these wandering glooms and these whites will have an aura that was strong enough to dismount you off your worsted. Now it seems the worsted is capable of taking a couple hits from those auras, which is great. Back in the day, it was impossible. Magoldir surveyed the surrounding terrain from the slope of Amon Amarth.
Now let us see what we might spy from the height.
Magoldir peers into the distance, looking west, north and east from the slope of Amon Amarth. I do not know if this information will aid the Bright Company after all, for all is quiet and there is little movement upon the plain. Is there some fell reason for this calm, or does Sauron tire of his war as we do? I do not like this uncertainty, friend. See you there that the great fortress across the plain? That is Amon Foin, the Gloomhill, and it is a den of evil. I do not like it, but I tell you true that I like the quiet of Partainath even less, if that were possible. If you are willing, I would ask you to come with me to Echad-in-Edhil, where we can report of this to Glorfindel. It may be he will know what to make of this unpleasant stillness. Yeah, I told you. Totally. Magoldir is going to Echad-in-Edhil, which is to the west of our location. Alright, we definitely should hit level 121 today. Even so, I'm wondering, supposed to be a Nazgul around here. Am I right? I know. No, I think not. Yeah, I think I remember better now. What Nazgul am I talking about? So no, it seems it's not here. We're not gonna waste any more time looking for Nazguls. We are still not gonna fight. And we're gonna make our way to Echad-in-Edhil. Hopefully, we can also get back on the road soon. Yeah, back on the road. And hopefully, there will be more pages on the road. Yeah. Like this one.
Yet to don both, Elrond said. Never did even the mightiest of the Gwathi Myrdain dare to wear two, but Gil-galad's mind was set, and he would not be swayed.
Alright. Yeah, I was certain about that. Glad to see I was right. We'll follow the road until we reach the crossroads. From there we turn north and we reach Echad-in-Edhil. So this crossroads, we follow north. And of course the elves will be camped at the place with the greener trees in Mordor. Either they looked for it, or they somehow managed to make the trees in here greener with their presence and their care. There we go, Echad-in-Edhil. Yes, here we are, Josie.
Prepare for battle.
Hopefully at some point Elendil will remember what was your true name. I will need to take care of it, hopefully. Here we have the milestone. Huh. We'll get to talk to the dwarves soon. It was the primary encampment of the elves in Mordor for the long years of siege. Thranduil and the Avorim. You might remember the Avorim from the caves in Dol Amroth. We're meeting the Avorim once again. I'll talk to you soon, Thranduil. Start white page. Okay, up there. Okay.
We have arrived, and now I must deliver my report.
We have arrived. Are you ready to go with me to deliver my report? I do wish we had something of substance to tell Glorfindel, but no scout can decide what it is he finds. Let me know when you are ready to meet with the leader of the Bright Company. Now, let us go now.
This way, my friend.
May Glorfindel know what to make of this unpleasant stillness.
Glorfindel and the Bright Company have accomplished many heroic feats in service of High King Gil-galad, but be not overawed. I have found them friendly and approachable, both.
This way, my friend. Glorfindel will be glad to meet you and he will hear my report. Whether this strange inaction of Sauron's servants will be as pleasing I cannot say. I myself am troubled by it, but I do not let the Bright Company. Glorfindel would know more than either of us, I expect. There's nothing the Bright Company cannot find out. Hail, Glorfindel. I am called Magoldir. I am one of the scouts you dispatched some few days ago. I have brought you my report. Yes, I remember. I welcome your report. But who is this? It is good to meet you, friend Warden, for in war all friendships must be prized. I I am the captain of the Glánnothrim, the Bright Company, and we are tasked by High King Gil-galad to undertake some of the most dangerous missions on behalf of Elvenkind. You have not heard of us, I imagine? That is good, for none of us expect or desire glory. All we seek is the defeat of evil wherever it lies. It lies now in Mordor. We are few in number, but that does not cause us to shrink from danger. Rather does it cause us to rely upon our fellows and draw courage from their strength. Meet you now Lendelen, closest and wisest of my counselors. Watch him closely, for he shares our purpose but possesses more wisdom than any elf I have known. He is my trusted confidant and a dear friend. He has the most wisdom of any elf I have known. Glorfindel speaks glowingly of my wisdom, but he boasts overmuch. I seek only the destruction of evil and take no praise for myself. If there is glory to be had, divide it among every member of the Bright Company and give no greater a portion to one elf or another. Yes, at the lighthouse of Calatirion I spoke the words that shattered Sauron's control over the Vandassari perched atop the tower, but I could not have reached it without the others of the company. Give the praise to all or to none, dear Glorfindel. I think you seek to avoid your own share and give too much of it to others. Hold a moment, Isildur, Gandalf interrupts. Cease thy storytelling. Okay, we are Beriathan again. Let us change accordingly. Why has the old man interrupted the telling of my tale? Does he desire to hear no more of it? It was only at your behest and his that I began to speak of this sorrowful time. And if he did not intend to let me finish it, he should never have had me start. Glorfindel, do you remember meeting this warden of whom the Shade speaks? I do, my friend, but only a little. And Magoldir? Indeed. Why then have you not spoken of them before? Many are the events in life that seem of importance only when they pass, Gandalf. Perhaps. Magoldir and the Warden did not belong to the Bright Company. I saw them but little. There is something else in the Shade's tale that troubles me. This word you mentioned, Vandassari, what is its meaning? The Vandassari were the oath stones of Númenor. I am not surprised you do not know of the Vandassari, for they were treasures brought from Númenor to Middle-earth by my father and brother long ago. 7 only survived the Rem's fall, but 7 was enough, and indeed would prove to be too many. They were the oath stones, and they were set upon the borders of the kingdoms we founded, 3 in Arandor and 4 in Gondor, to make peace with the tribes that lived nearby. These were the oath stones of Arnor, Helkesar of Forohel, pale blue, Tauresar of Rhudaur, pale green, Ambosar of Cardolan, red-brown. These were the oath stones of Gondor, Landasar of Rovanion, golden-brown, Orosar of Erech, deep black, Iresar of Harad, clear Callister, Naldasar of Rhûn, white-silver. There was a power in them, but it was Sauron's malice that turned vows sworn upon an oath stone into bonds of enslavement. He searched for the Vandassari, attempting to weaken our alliances and subvert them for his own ends. He found Iresar, the crystal oath stone my brother Anarion set atop the lighthouse of Calatirion at the harbor of Bealonde, and with his dark art he used it to compel the service of the heraldry. Iresar, yeah, of Harad, yes. While we worked to assemble the Great Alliance, it was the Bright Company that journeyed to Umbar and broke Sauron's control over Iresar and the enslaved heraldry. This ensured the Great Alliance need not contend with an army from the south when it reached Dagorlad, which might have proven insurmountable. What brought they from the foundered land? Gandalf murmurs quietly, over the flowing sea. 7 stars and 7 stones and 1 white tree. The wizard shakes his head and fixes you with his stern eyes. I always believed the seven stones referred to by this rhyme of lore were the Palantiri, the same stones that Elendil brought from Numenor to these shores. Can it be that the Palantiri were the stars of the rhyme, and the Vandassari were the stones? How can I not have known this, Beriathan? What strange fog has clouded my knowledge on their account? And yet these old stones have no place in my memory. Was this the last of the interruptions I must endure? I will continue my tale if all agree to still their tongues. Alrighty, back as Beriadar then, so that means another outfit change.
We must not let Sauron's inaction lull us to sleep.
I welcome any assistance you can provide, Warden, not just to the Bright Company, but to the Great Alliance as well. We must not let Sauron's inaction lull us to sleep. Indeed, let us renew our attention and maintain our guard, and perhaps we will catch unawares the Dark Lord himself. His is a singular evil, for every command comes from Beriadar, when to attack, when to retreat, and when to mask his attention. Against this stands our alliance. And his strength comes from the unity of our separate peoples. It is Gil-galad's belief that Sauron will try to sever those bonds, and in so doing he will reveal our greatest weakness and strike at our vulnerability. But instead he has pulled back his hand, abandoning all pretense of engaging us in serious combat. It puzzles me that the Dark Lord has drawn his forces back in this fashion. What is he planning?
Rare is the puzzle we three cannot solve.
It is a mystery to me, and to Gil-galad and to Lendelen, my closest advisor. Rare is the puzzle we three cannot solve, Warden, and that by itself is worrisome. Magoldir is not the only scout who has reported stillness on the plateau of Gorgoroth. I possess a number of such reports now, and each tells a similar tale. Fewer enemy patrols than before, and a reduction in the number of foes assaulting the encampments of men or elves. I will inform Gil-galad of these reports, but I ask that you bring word to the leaders of Gondor. I understand Elendil is in council, and I would not have him disturbed, but if you bring these reports to one of his sons, they will deliver word to him when he is free. Seek out Isildur and Anarion at Adambel. I am troubled by these reports, but cannot say precisely why. Perhaps the sons of Elendil can pinpoint the reason behind my worry, and speak such words as will evade it. I will make sure to take a look. We also have a page in here. We'll check it.
And this thought now haunts my dreams. If the elf rings hold such power, what strength might dwell within that of the Dark Lord himself?
Alright, here we also have Celeborn and Amroth. We're gonna bring the missive to Celeborn, but to Amroth, we are bringing the supplies we gathered at Dingarth.
The battlefield calls to us on this day.
Yes, these supplies will be very helpful. Thank you for bringing them to me. The dwarf in charge of sending these supplies has been less than punctual in the past, and it is good to see his stalls no longer. I commend your efforts and his. Good day to you. Oh! How much are we missing now? 7,000 XP. Thankfully we have Celeborn's quest as well.
The time for battle is upon us.
Thank you for bringing this information to me. What does it concern? Does every messenger seek to know the contents of the message upon its delivery? I mean no harm by the question. Indeed, I will tell you, for it's only by open communication that we can hope to bring this siege to an end. There are forces gathering at Amon Fuin, and this letter contains information about the fortress built upon that hill that will help us oppose them. This missive may help turn the tide of this war. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Level 121, at long last. We have here Midsummer. We're not doing this yet. We will shortly. Now we have this agility, vitality, maximum morale. We will lose some finesse, but I'm willing to take it. Yes, let us mount it. Oh, awesome. Yeah, we earned a lot of things in here. Looking good. We can also open the enhancement runes that we got before, the rare treasure chest of Mordor that we got on the last episode. Oh. So, this has given us Edhil Heights, Mordor Snack Branches, Edhil Arns. No, I don't want anything of that. Skarn, Parchments, Walks, okay. That's a little bit better, but we still need to take care of that carryall. Now that we're level 121, we have opened some of the instances from Minas Morgul, but we have not unlocked entrance yet, so that will have to wait a little bit. However, now that we are level 121, that means that our legendary items, the new legendary items, will be equally empowered to our fully maxed imbued allies, so I will take the time of making the switch off camera, of course, so we don't break immersion but also take more time than needed. So I'll be back on the next episode with a new set of allies, and hopefully we will see a huge noticeable difference in there. We'll see. For the time being though, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.